Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Blue Golf Ball today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today I have for you guys a Excadrill deck. I know I already have an Excadrill deck on my channel, but Rasmus Landmuller, I apologize if I just completely butchered your name, but you have requested a Excadrill and Klinklang deck, and no worries, I have not forgotten your request. I do have a list of requests out there, and you know, I try to do some of my own decks, and I also keep an eye on the requests that you guys give out to me. So anyways, sorry if this was like weeks later that I finally was able to put out this video, but it's going to be a Excadrill Klinklang deck, and we're going to combine Klinklang's ability. We have Klinklang here as a stage 2, so you know that's kind of problematic. It is a Team Plasma Pokemon, 140 HP Metal type Pokemon. Plasma Steel, prevent all damage done to your Metal type Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's EX Pokemon. So basically, giving this kind of like a safeguard effect to all of your Metal Pokemon. That's pretty awesome. And if you have them active, then that means Excadrill would be protected by all other EXs out there, which is pretty awesome. And Excadrill has the trait Barrage, and it basically means that you can attack twice. If you knock out that first active Pokemon, you can get a crack at the next one that your opponent promotes to the active spot from the bench. So Excadrill has a really cool attack in Dredge. You can search up for 2 energy, and again, 2 energy meaning any kind of energy. It could be DCE, Rainbow, whatever. And you can attach them to this Pokemon. You can shuffle, then you shuffle your deck afterward. And since this is a Barrage, a trait, you can attack immediately. So as soon as you attach these energies, you can go for a Mach Claw. Can you imagine if you can drop an energy from your hand and then use Dredge to get 2 more energies, and then bam, just do Mach Claw and slap on a Muscle Band, and you hit for 70. Again, this attack isn't affected by resistance, so that means that it will go through Pokemon that have metal resistance. And the nice thing about this, unlike Yoga Kick from Medicham, the weaknesses still apply, so that's pretty cool. We are weak against Fire type, but we do have a psychic resistance. Now, the thing with the Fire type weakness is that the things that we need to worry for is mostly EXs, right? Like Charizard and stuff like that. Otherwise, there is Reshiram that can harm Excadrill because it's weak against Fire type. But we'll have to see. We'll see what the competition is like out there. And with Pokemon TCG Online, anything can happen. We do have a Mighty Shield Aegislash EX here, 170 HP Metal type Pokemon. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from each of your opponent's Pokemon that has any special energy attached to it. So we can avoid things with the variety of special energies out there, like Mystery Energy, Strong Energy, DCE, tons of different things out there. We will run one Heatran, just a big, beefy, tough guy, little, at the same time, it's a basic, I mean, it's a good Pokemon. I don't know. It's a Metal type, and it kind of works out in this deck. So that's it for the Pokemon line. I could substitute the Heatran for something like Cobalion EX, but I decided to go away from giving up too many prizes. This is a tongue twister. I don't know, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. So we'll only 1 EX in here. As for the item cards and whatnot, we got Computer Search as the aspect of choice, 1 Escape Rope, 1 Professor's Letter just to get the energies, and we have 2 Rare Candies, 2 Switches, 3 Ultra Balls, and 2 Via Seekers. That's it for our item cards. And for the support line, we have Colress, 2 Lysanders, 1 Lysander's trump card, 3 Ends, 1 Professor Birch's Observation, 4 Junipers, 1 Skyla. Skyla is pretty useful to search out for Floatstone, search out for Rare Candy, and things like that. Now, you see, the problem with Excadrill, this will be really good for energy accelerating, but we really need to rely on Lysander's trump card if we run into scenarios where we have a person that tries to discard all of our energy cards. There's really no way to get our energy cards back, and so Lysander's trump card is really our only kind of chance to get any energy cards back in play. We do have Teammates here. We can only play this card when one of our Pokemon was knocked out, so with Excadrill being kind of a lower HP Pokemon, Teammates can be pretty handy just to draw for anything that we actually need. We have Steel Shelter, 3 of these just to get rid of special conditions, and it works pretty well for a stadium counter. We do have one floatstone just in case if we need to play it onto Klinklang. We do have a 3 retreat cost here for Klinklang. And, I mean, you know, Aegis Slash is a 3 retreat cost, so is Heatran. So we got a lot of big Pokemon. That's why we have 2 switches and 1 escape rope. I opted to play those over tool cards because, you know, I don't know. Maybe you can swap out a switch for another floatstone if you'd like, but we'll only play 2 muscle bands and 1 silver bangle for EXs, and then we're going to have 8 metal type energies, and then we're going to have 4 of these shield energies. Pretty handy just to, you know, kind of boost up and bolster our defenses a little bit. So, okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and see this Excadrill deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. All right, looks like we're going against CO2402, and it's going to be a water and colorless and psychic deck. Looks like we do get an opportunity to go first. That is fabulous. We always want to go first. That way we can evolve first. And oh no, we end up mulling again. And finally we're able to get a little Drillbur here. Oh, isn't that great? He's got a bunch of buddies behind him. They're all just having fun. This reminds me of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I don't know about you guys, but that's what it reminds me of. Okay, so we start off with a kind of an awkward hand. Let's see, we don't really get a chance to get an energy drop. I think that's a little concerning. We don't actually need to get an energy drop right away. So what I want to do is, I don't know if my opponent plays EXs, right? So we just see a Suicune, and you know, I don't know for sure if my opponent plays any EXs. So you know what? I'm just gonna end my turn. I actually like my hand. I'm gonna evolve the next turn, and then we can play N. That's okay with me. So we see the Verbank City Gym. I actually like that. I mean, I'm glad he played the Verbank City Gym. That way we can counter it. And then we'll kind of pseudo have the upper hand. My opponent will go with a Hypnotoxic Laser. We won't get knocked out this turn because Suicune shouldn't be able to attack us. But, ooh, okay, so we do see a Blastoise. Oh, boy, that's interesting. Let's go ahead. We're going to counter that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and evolve. So right now, I mean, a couple things we can do. We can go for the spin cycle here with the escape rope. Otherwise, I can just discard our little Clang here. That's an option as well. But you know what? I'm gonna end up discarding. Let's go. Oh man, let's go with the Floatstone. We do have 2 switches left, so that's always a potential there. Let's go with the Clang here. I'm going to hang on to that rare candy. So we have options here. Either in the next turn, we should hopefully draw into a rare candy or a Clang. I'm going to go ahead and play the N. And, well, we don't exactly get what we want. We do get another Clang here that we don't need. So, okay. Let's see. We should be protected by the Steel Shelter. What I want to do now is either choose to play the Muscle Band or choose to play the Silver Bangle. Now, I'm actually going to go for the Silver Bangle, knowing that there's a Blastoise on the bench. Let's go for the Dredge here. We should be able to get these 2 special energies. Hopefully my opponent doesn't play any Enhanced Hammer. So in the next turn, we should be able to hit 50 for the Suicune and then hit 80 onto the Blastoise. And it's a shame we will still need to do, well, oh no, my opponent goes for a, darn it. Okay. That's okay, though. I mean, I don't know. We see the Blastoise get powered up. We do get an energy drop here, so we should be able to at least get a crack at the Blastoise. I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Mach Claw, hitting for 50. And, oh, we get another Steel Shelter. That's really nice. Okay, let's go for a Mach Claw for 80. And then the next turn, we should be able to knock out the Blastoise. And unless my opponent does not play any basics. So, ooh, my opponent's going to go for a Spin Cycle here with the Rapid Spin. Oh, even heals the Blastoise. Oh, man. Here we go. We get hit for 60. Lucky for us, we do have the switch. So we can just do that. We'll go ahead and we'll switch. And in case my opponent goes for another spin cycle for us with the rapid spin, I'm going to go and we'll probably just go for the hard retreat with 2. So, oh wait, I forgot. Mathematically speaking, we knocked out the Blastoise because we still had 20 damage on there. And that's it. Okay. yeah, we didn't even get to see Klinklang in action. Oh man, I'm gonna play another match for you guys. You know, because that one was just what to say. I think my opponent couldn't get another bench down, and poor Blastoise, the Silver Bangle. So we made the right choice with playing the Silver Bangle over the Muscle Band. That mathematically worked out for us at the end. All right, looks like we're playing against a Metal and Water deck against Jitty Pop here. I'm going to go for heads. Hopefully we get to go first. Yes, we do. We get to go first, and that way we can evolve first. We see here we got a Klang and a Drillbur. I think I'm going to start with the Aegislash, perhaps. I think that's pretty good. Now let's go with the Drillbur. It's a bummer that we we can't really start first. So since we're starting first, I'm gonna hang on to these guys. Oh, it's yeah, okay. So it's gonna be a Bronzong with probably Keldeo to rush in and retreat. So my opponent might play DCE, might not play DCE. I'm actually gonna hang on to my hand right now, and I'm gonna end the turn. So we're gonna hang on to the Aegislash. I don't know for sure if my opponent is going to be playing DCE or not. If we get really lucky, we can top deck a Klinklang, and then we just use Rare Candy and evolve. That would be epic. But for some reason, I doubt that's going to happen, and we're going to have to wait and see. So my opponent starts off with 2 Bronzor. That's a pretty solid start for Jitty Pop here. And I think if I remember correctly, Jitty Pop has the advantage. We see a Computer Search discarding a Max Potion and a Metal Energy. Definitely very useful for Bronzong to be able to Metal Links that Metal Energy back into play. My opponent could play any kind of card here. Could be, I think it might be an N, because if my opponent noticed that I didn't play anything, my opponent can play an N and disrupt me. So, oh, never mind. We see a DCE, so I might just promote Aegislash at some point. That would be pretty good for us. So the thing is, if we can get Klinklang into play, I don't think this kind of deck might play Heatran. Otherwise, the only attacker is going to be a Dialga EX and probably an Aegislash EX. So if we can get Klinklang into play, then that would protect us from other EX Pokemon. So we see here the Battle Compressor getting rid of a Lysander and 2 energies here. My opponent might have a VS Seeker in hand, meaning my opponent might be ready to Lysander out the Klinklang, or the Klink, excuse me, and oh no, we see the Heatran. I knew it. Oh, we got to get rid of that Heatran. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh, we even see a Seismitoad. That must be where the water energy's from. Okay. So we do see the Klang here. We'll go with that. Since my opponent plays, DCEs, might as well. And I think I'm just going to go... let's see here. I'm banking on getting a switch, so I'm gonna charge up the Aegislash. Oh no switch for you. Oh man. So we'll play the Steel Shelter first, and I'm gonna end the turn. So right now my opponent can actually knock us out. We're only at 80 HP, so if my opponent had a Muscle Band with an energy drop, that would actually knock out our Klang. And that would be pretty devastating. This is our second Rare Candy right now. So 1 Rare Candy is already in the discard pile. So we definitely need to rely on evolving this Klang if we want to play a Juniper. And my opponent plays an N. Hopefully my opponent does not get the Muscle Band and the energy drop, because right now we have a perfect opportunity. Oh, there it is. There's the energy drop. Oh, do we see the Muscle Band? This is too climactic. Come on now. Oh, my heart is racing. Are we gonna see that? Muscle Band? If we don't, we can actually... Oh, sweet! Oh, thank goodness. We even have the Float Stone. Here's the Klang. Oh, man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna actually power up the Aegislash here. And what I'm gonna do next? Actually, I'd rather play a Juniper at this point. So let's see. I don't want to deal with the Heatran. That's the only thing that's troubling me. So I don't think the Heatran should be. I mean, the Heatran might be able to get powered up right now in 1 turn. We have these 2. Ooh, this is tricky. The Keldeo can rush in and retreat. So here's the thing. The Keldeo can rush in and retreat. If my opponent gets in the Bronzong, this Heatran can get powered up in 1 turn with 2 energies in the discard pile and an energy drop. All right, so that's really risky. I don't know, guys. Let's see. Let's just retreat. I want to hang on to my Lysanders. I actually want to hang on to them. So, all right, I'm going to go aggressive. We're going to minimize the risk here. Hopefully my opponent cannot Metal Lynx onto the Heatran. So we'll Lysander this Heatran out. I'm going to go for the Dredge here. Get these metal special energies onto our Excadrill and go for a Mach Claw. In the next turn, we should be able to knock out the Heatran. If my opponent drops a DCE, my opponent would be able to do 80 damage, plus the Muscle Band would do 100, so that's almost knocking me out. Oh, there is the DCE, there is the N. My opponent definitely can do a Steel Drop, but it shouldn't knock us out, and we should be safe from there on out. I mean, oh, here's a Muscle Band. Even with the Hypnotoxic Laser, that wouldn't work since we have the Steel Shelter. We would get hit for 100 damage, but we should be able to knock out the Heatran and be pretty safe because my opponent doesn't have any other attackers. And that's the risk we're willing to take, folks. My opponent has a DCE on the Dialga, so okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot, we have these special energies there that protects us a little bit, so that's always really good too. I'm going to go for a big Colress here. Let's go with that, and let's see, we get the Excadrill. What I want to do is I want to power up the Aegislash on the bench, so that way we have a secondary attacker. We do have another Lysander here, just in case. So right now, what I want to do is get another Klang out. I think I don't have anything in the discard pile, so let's go ahead. We're going to get that out. That way we can use the rare candy in the next turn, and yeah, let's do that. Let's get the Klang. Oh no, there's no more Klangs. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is a bummer. Let's go with this, and let's see. Oh, he says, why didn't I do 100? I have special energy. Yeah. And let's go for the Mach Claw, and we'll go with the Mach Claw again. And darn it, there is no... Oh no, there is no Klang. Oh man, that is a shame. We're gonna end up discarding the rare candy and the Klinklang over here. We only have 80 HP left on this Klinklang. We should still be protected by our metal type Pokemon. My opponent can definitely Lysander out these drill burrs. But that's okay with me because, oh yeah, yep, we're gonna see a Lysander for the drill burr. Oh, never mind, we just see an N. Oh, that's interesting. I would have gone with the Lysander, but never mind. My opponent concedes the match, and there you guys see the power of the protection with what do you call his name? What's his name? Well, we can't see it here, but Klinklang. How did I forget his name? Klinklang. Okay. But anyways. Oh, all right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to play one more match. I think I already had 2 matches in. I'm going to play one more match for you guys. That way I go for 3 matches, and that's it, guys. 3 is my tops. Okay, looks like we're going against Ryu. I can't pronounce that. Okay, let's go. Wow, we even get to go first. This is definitely my lucky day. We start off with the Heatran, and... this is where I wish I had Jirachi. Wow, do I wish I had Jirachi. Let's see here. My opponent starts off with a Mudkip. Oh, man. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to discard the Silver Bangle. I don't think my opponent plays any EXs. And let's go ahead. We'll get rid of an Excadrill. That's okay with me. And definitely we're going to go with the Drill Burr here. I think that should be a pretty solid choice. And I think the Heatran out here, it's just gonna, we'll just kind of buy our time and play it slow. So we do have a Klang here. It's not gonna be necessary to get him out since my opponent probably doesn't play any EXs, but it doesn't hurt to get him out anyways. We'll have to wait and see. If anything, he might just become kind of a nuisance because of the retreat cost is so heavy. And I don't want to see that thing get Lysandered out and then just getting stuck out there. Oh, wow. We see the, how do you pronounce this guy? The Whiscash? Man, I don't know. But we do see the Marshtomp here. We also see a Professor Sycamore discarding the DCE and the VS Seeker. Here we go. We see a Float Stone. Oh, that's going to be very inconvenient because of the metal typing here. We're weak against fire. We should find out a way to knock out the Reshiram. If we can get our Excadrill going, we could knock out the Reshiram in 2 hits in 1 turn with you know, a muscle band. So here we go. My opponent goes for the VS Seeker. Okay, let's see a couple things we can do here. Oh man. Okay, I guess. Might as well. There's really nothing else we can do. Okay, so this is kind of a bummer. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to end the turn right there. Let's see. The Reshiram has a float zone, so we definitely don't want to Lysand it out. Oh, man, a rough seas. That is rough. No pun intended. We see an energy drop on the Clamp Pearl here. This guy's got the growth trait. Oh, man. Okay, so we see a switch. We can definitely see the DCE drop that could hit us for 40. But, I don't know. In any case, I'm just going to have to just try to buy a turn here. We do get the Excadrill, and I can play this here as well. All right, we just got to keep playing it slow. We have nothing going for us here, folks. Absolutely nothing going on here. My opponent has a ton of cards. We even see a full art Sharon. That's pretty fancy. Let's see, Clam Pearl and Mudkip, and this Mudkip gets another energy drop over here. We definitely can see something like a rare candy. And this guy, huh? I got two of those over there. Okay. We do have the muscle band, but we don't have anything to retreat. So I'm going to hang on to that. I don't want to play the muscle band, and then my opponent just plays a Star on Megaphone, and then that muscle band was kind of a waste. So don't want to see that happen. Don't want to do that right now. If anything, I don't mind having the Heatran get knocked out. So we should be able to knock out the Reshiram. Oh my goodness, nothing going on here. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to counter. This is it, folks. Oh, we missed it. Oh, my goodness. How do we miss it? Oh, man. Oh, that is devastating. So in the next turn, what I'm going to do is just discard. I'm going to play the energy here. I'm going to discard the two supporters and then bring out another Excadrill. And, here it is. The powerful Storm. Huntail. Oh, my goodness. That is some... Oh, we even get End. That's not cool. We see a dive ball here. Could see anything right now. Oh, we see the Swampert. We could see a rare candy. Oh my goodness, this is just devastating, my friends. Okay, so I mean, you know, yep, there's the rare candy. Kind of expected that. Kind of saw that coming. We do have a Colress that we can take advantage of here. So, what I really want to do is I want to knock out the Swampert. There's a lot of energies over there, and the Swampert's got the growth ability. So what I want to do is get rid of that because that is actually powering up Powerful Storm. Okay, so the plan here is to go and Lysander. We're going to have a backup attacker in Drillbur, so we will just go and Lysander out. We should be able to Lysander out. I think we have the Lysander in hand. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead. We will evolve right here. I'm going to go ahead and just play this energy here. We have the muscle band ready, so let's go. We'll go for the Lysander, bring out this Swampert, and wait a second, we don't have we don't have a stinking floatstone, man. Darn it, why did I do that? For some reason I thought in my head I had a floatstone. Oh man, that ruins everything. Well, my opponent can attack and knock us out, or if my opponent has a switch, can switch into the Huntail. Otherwise, my opponent can retreat, but that would burn all three energies for nothing. So my opponent's in a dilemma here. My opponent can knock out the Heatran. I'll just come in and knock out the Swampert. We do have a Colress here. We can get a nice big hand there. We should be... Oh, no! Are you kidding me? Oh, man. There goes our Excadrill. We totally wasted this opportunity. Oh, man. I just want to punch something. Like a pillow. Darn it. Okay. All right. Calm down. It's okay. We can definitely top deck something. Oh, there's a stinking switch. Oh, my goodness. Okay. That's it. This Swampert's going down. We're taking this Swampert down right here. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to discard the Aegislash. And let's go and discard the... we'll discard the N, I suppose. No, we'll discard the rare candy. Don't really need to see that anymore. Let's get the Excadrill here. Get another one ready to go. And put that right there. Ugh, dang it. Man, let's knock out this stinking Swampert. That makes me angry. Okay, totally blew that opportunity. The Huntail can come out, and not too sure what can happen here. We see the Reshiram. We definitely can see a DCE drop here, but otherwise we should be able to knock out the Reshiram. I don't know. We see 2 water energies go into my opponent's hand. The Huntail here can be, it's still very threatening. We see the energy retrieval. Wow, my opponent's got 4 energies in his hand. We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna play the end my opponent down, and get rid of those energy cards. So what's gonna happen here? We see an energy drop over here on this guy. 2 Mudkips over there. Ooh, we see the Lysander's trump card. Oh wow, we have 1 Lysander's trump card in our hand as well. So that's it. That's it for the turn. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead, and my opponent's got a bunch of energies. I'm gonna play an N. Don't want to see any of that. Let's go and play the metal energy over here. Don't need to see these rare candies anymore. So you know what? I'm going to play it anyways. If my opponent ends us, I don't want to draw into those rare candies again. So what I'm going to do is going to go for the Juniper, I think. Oh, never mind. I'm going to go for the Chorus, man. Draw into more cards, that's for sure. And we'll just go for the Mach Claw, taking out this stinking Reshiram here. Thank goodness. Oh, there's our other switch. What the junks. Okay, so here's the Huntail. We definitely can get hit for... We can see something like a rare candy and another I forgot his name. What's his name again? Marshtomp or we see a Mewtwo. Oh man, X-Ball. Good thing we have the Psychic Resistance. We see the Dive Ball. That could go for anything. Let's see here. Rain Splash. Oh, that's scary. There we go. We see the Marshtomp over here. Definitely can be a headache once the Swampert, that's his name. Once Swampert comes out, that could be troublesome. But okay, so let's see. My opponent retreats using the Float Stone. We're just gonna go ahead. We'll just knock this guy out in 1 hit. And let's see. My opponent goes for an energy drop on the Mewtwo. We'll just go ahead. We'll bide our time here, and let's see. Well, what we can do is We'll play the Escape Rope. I'm going to do that. I want to see what my opponent plays. It could be the Mewtwo. Could be any one of these guys. Okay, so it's the Mudkip. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to go ahead. We'll play the Switch. And we'll go with the Colress. Wow, that is a huge hand. And let's see here. I'm going to hang on to the Muscle Band. I'm going to hang on to the Switch as well. Let's see here. We got lots of stuff to work with here. Let's go ahead. We can discard the Aegislash. I mean, the Aegislash could be pretty useful. But actually, no, we have Klinklang out here. So the Mewtwo, we can just discard the Aegislash. We don't need that. Let's go ahead. We'll get the Excadrill out here and evolve this guy. And look at that. We have 3 Excadrills ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and just Mach Claw this Mudkip out of the park. Take another prize over there. And let's go for another Mach Claw. We should be able to take out this Huntail. My opponent is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 80 damage, minus 10. Oh, no. We got another growth guy over here, the Whiscash. So my opponent can drop 2 more energies, and that'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120, minus 1. That would still knock us out, and that's pretty devastating. We even see a Lysander's trump card probably taking effect right now, perhaps. Or not. Okay, all we see is 70 damage. And that's it, folks. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to charge this Excadrill. That way we have opportunities left and right. Not too sure what I want to do here, really. Let's see. We have a variety of things we can play. Can play the Juniper. I mean, there's not... I don't really want to do anything, I'll just go ahead. We'll just knock out this Huntail, take a prize. And, we even get another Klinklang. So the Mewtwo's not a threat. This guy might be a threat. But it's okay. We got a couple Excadrills on the bench here. That we can utilize. So one thing I could have done is play the Ultra Ball to kind of thin out my deck. That way if we get end, we can draw into cards that we actually want. We don't really need the Switch. We don't really need the Professor's Letter. Well, actually we do. That way we can draw into any kind of thing. But okay, all we see is a Lysander's trump card. And we get back some useless cards like the Rare Candy and stuff like that. But that's alright with me. I mean... we have our own Lysander's trump card too. So, okay, the Mewtwo comes to play, but doesn't work since you know, we don't have we have Klinklang out here. I'm gonna hang on to the muscle band. I think it's a pretty good card. Well, might as well play it right now. Why the heck not? Let's see here. I'm gonna burn the Klinklang here. We don't need to see that anymore. And we don't need to see the Professor Birch's observation. Let's go get another Dilbur into play. Why the heck not? And we'll burn the Professor's Letter, get a couple more energies. Looks like we got 2 of those. Probably could have kept 1 in play. 1 more is going to go on to this Excadrill. And okay, so let's go ahead. We'll just go for the Mach Claw, hit 70, and hit another 70. My opponent's Mewtwo needs to retreat right now. That's really the only option, unless we will knock it out and take the win. My opponent definitely can still do a couple things here. This guy can definitely be an attacker. We can see something like an Earthquake. That's always an option. We see the Rough Seas that can heal some from the Whiscash here. We see the Floatstone as well, so my opponent can retain and keep the DCE. As long as we can draw into a Lysander, we should be able to take the win. But okay, the Swampert here will knock out our Excadrill, but we have a Excadrill here ready to knock out the Swampert. Unless we see something like a Startling Megaphone, we should be able to knock out the Swampert and kind of go on from there. So, alrighty then, here comes the Excadrill. We have another Excadrill on the bench ready to go, and we'll even counter the Stadium. Let's take a look here. We don't really need to play anything else. Let's just go for the Mach Claw. I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. The Mewtwo is not a threat. The only threat here is this guy. Okay, my opponent concedes the match, and that's it, folks. I've played 3 matches for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully you guys can see the potential. You guys saw the Mewtwo hit us for 0, zip, nothing, nada. And the Excadrill with the Barrage trait being able to hit twice was just too brutal for the, well, I keep forgetting his name. Not Mudkip, not Marshtomp, but Swampert. Yep, too much for our Swampert to handle, and same with Huntail. So let me know, what do you guys think of this deck? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys have any other deck ideas, please shoot them my way, and I'll see if I can build them. And yeah, if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. So have a good day. Goodbye.